Universities are supposed to be a space for academic freedom, and we have seen that has been massively under threat since October 7th.
One of the main agitators that you might say operate on our campuses is a group which goes by the name of the Union of Jewish Students.
I was targeted by a Zionist lobby because I oppose a genocide.
They talk about the IHRA definition as if it is gospel.
Kings have made sure to discipline me, to try to suspend me, and right now try to deport me outside of this country.
It's a threat to everyone's freedom and freedom of speech.
My name is Osama Hussamuddin Ghanem. I used to study international relations in King's College London, and I was targeted by a Zionist lobby because I oppose a genocide. So I think when we started the encampment in May 2024, I think that was such an intimidating moment for anyone who propagated for the genocide against the Palestinian people. And when we started fighting against the continuous campaigns of just mass slaughter to every single innocent civilian in Gaza and in Palestine, the Zionist lobby started unleashing their wrath on us to make sure that we are cracked down upon and that we're treated in a way that would make anyone not want to campaign against Israel or the Zionist state in the future.
Principally, one of the main agitators that you might say operate on our campuses is a group which goes by the name of the Union of Jewish Students. They are the parent body of Jewish student societies on campus, JSOCs, and they proclaim that they represent the views of those 9,000, 10,000 Jewish students that we have on campuses. Now, as well as UJS, you've got groups like Campaign Against Anti-Semitism, you've got more emerging, unashamed pro-Israel groups such as Stand With Us.
The European Legal Support Centre is the first and only independent legal organisation across Europe that supports, defends and empowers the Palestine solidarity movement. We work to challenge any repression against Palestine solidarity in all different forms, from state-level complicity from governments in the genocide to repression of activists in every area of Palestine solidarity within universities and campuses. So you have groups like UK Lawyers for Israel, where they are on the legal end of this space, and they usually use legally threatening letters and complaints to institutional bodies and sometimes even immigration authorities to quash any sort of Palestine solidarity. You have groups like Campaign Against Anti-Semitism and the Union of Jewish Students, who see any form of Palestine solidarity as inherently anti-Semitic and therefore unsafe for Jewish students, which means that they use different levels of the university process to send in complaints, send in legal threats.
The groups that have officially came out and rallied against me and rallied for an official disciplinary action to be taken against me are a group like the so-called Campaign Against Anti-Semitism. Kings have made sure to discipline me, to try to suspend me, and right now try to deport me outside of this country. The precedent that this sets is that just opposing a genocide, just protesting and trying to holding your university accountable within the policies and within the guidelines that this country and this university publicizes can get you not only excluded or suspended, but can get you deported.
They talk about the IHRA definition as if it is gospel. One of the main components of the Zionist lobby is the IHRA definition. They don't specify that this definition has been, one, challenged for its implications on academic freedom and free speech. They are not ever forthright or forthcoming about the fact that it has been challenged time and time again in the courts. Its most problematic component would be the examples, 7 of which refer to Israel. One of them states that if you call Israel a racist endeavour, you could be anti-Semitic. These are the ones that are rolled out specifically on campus against groups, PALSOCs, ISOCs, Palestine societies and Islamic societies, who are critical of Israel. These examples are usually invoked to suppress their activity. There are other examples which are contained, and I think it's really important to recognise that what this definition ultimately does is that it removes the ability for Palestinians on campus to name their oppression, to name their oppressor. So if you have a definition of anti-Semitism which suggests that if you call Israel racist, you are an anti-Semite, you are in fact the racist, it creates a supremacist effective discourse, hierarchy. The Union of Jewish Students has been around for a number of years. They were principally involved in advocating for the IHRA definition across campuses and within the NUS. 2021-2022 marked quite a significant moment in student history when it comes to anti-Zionism and the protection afforded to that within the student space. Shema Delali, for example, I tend to describe her a little bit like the student movement's Jeremy Corbyn. She was made an example of by groups like the Union of Jewish Students, who lobbied for her removal when she was elected in 2021.
Universities are supposed to be a space for academic freedom, and we have seen that has been massively under threat especially since October 7th. A lot of the students, a lot of the academics have been protesting and challenging specifically their universities' investments within companies that have been complicit in this genocide.
They don't stand behind freedom of speech, they don't stand behind freedom of assembly. It's just a facade for them. Kings have done that for one main reason, which is to appease the Zionist lobby and to double down and support the genocide that the apartheid colonial regime of Israel is doing against the Gazans right now in Palestine. If you don't want to live in a world in which you are in a university and you oppose your own university investing your own tuition fees in a genocide while your own staff are underpaid and while your own tuition fees are getting increased every single year, then you should oppose this.
When it comes to the Zionist lobbying architecture, one of the biggest tools we've seen is to challenge this, is to show and expose the myth of inevitability that these organisations bank on. When people reach out to us first, we are able to protect them, able to defend them. It's when people don't know the intricacies of how these lobby groups move that they get scared and they kind of back down very easily. It's a threat to everyone's freedom and freedom of speech.
Right now, I'm indefinitely suspended from King's College London, but I've launched a judicial review claim against King's College London to hold them accountable for what they've done with me, but also to hold them accountable for investing in genocide. And as it stands right now, I think the campaign against me is tremendously failing. The campaign against me has completely lost the narrative game.
Across the world and across history, students have always been at the forefront of mass movements, and we saw a really powerful student movement for Palestine, especially in the last 2 years. My message to them would always be to continue speaking out. ELSC are here to defend you, and we'll be here to support you.